Okay, let me give context to this thing. It was feedback on an episode that we did on Can Guys and Girls Be Friends?
Yes.
And so the question was, can you go on a vacation with
a friend of the opposite sex?
Yes, with a friend of the opposite sex. And so this was the response.
You can't walk with a sugar can as a walking stick in a desert.
Guys, that made me laugh so much.
No, that was wild.
That was crazy. Like, okay.
But it does. It makes sense.
It makes
and it's self-explanatory. Like, there's nothing else that we can say on that. Like, okay. Anyway, and then another one said, same, right? This was response to the same question. It's like finding a hyena and sheep walking together, and then all of a sudden the hyena has blood on his mouth and shouts, "Handina kumbojga kwai," like I didn't eat the sheep, right?
Guys, this is crazy.
Welcome. I'm Yesha Marilyn.
And I'm Caroline. Welcome, guys, to the Safe Lounge.
This one is exciting because it involves feedback from you guys. We put out a questionnaire, an anonymous questionnaire earlier on, and we were asking you guys to tell us about your heartbreak stories after the heartbreak episode.
Yeah, so if you have not yet watched the heartbreak episode, please go and watch it
first.
Yeah.
Because then it would be more interesting, I think. I think so too. And then we're also going to share a little bit of some feedback on the most
controversial issue
episode so far that we have done, which was about opposite sex friendships.
Yeah, can guys and girls be friends?
Yeah, we really got some exciting things there.
But thank you guys so much for, the feedback, for the comments.
The engagement is amazing. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, so without wasting much time, let's dive into it. So I'm going to be reading out the responses that we got, and then we'll just discuss on it. So the first one that I have is Anonymous wrote, "I fell in love with my friend and he was in love with me too. I really love this guy and can safely say there is no other guy I have loved in my life to this extent. He felt the same way too and showed it, but never made us official. Guy was breadcrumbing me for 2 years straight. FYI, he had proposed." Over to you, Caroline. I do have a lot to say, but then for me, it was like, whoa, okay, people be wilding out there. Anyway.
See, this story just sounds so familiar. It's triggering.
But like, that's what I was talking about when we did the Friends edition, the male Friends edition, where I was saying that I think you see what I was saying, that quarterly reviews of your friendship are necessary.
No,
because how can you be friends with someone for 2 years and be in love with each other but just not say anything?
Now, this would need context, I think, with the person.
Yeah.
Because for me, the way I see this, I think this was a situationship and not a friendship.
But then they were friends. She says, "I fell in love with my friend."
No, but then...
And he was in love with me too. But they just never talked about it.
I don't know. This is what I'm saying, that we would need to have more context on this thing. Because on one end, I understand what you're saying, that it can look like a person who fell in love with their friend and never told them, and then they just had a thing where they each thought that this one loves me and this one loves me, right? Or it could be that they were in a situationship, which is a thing where the relationship is not defined, but you are acting like you're in a relationship, but
you
it's
know
not.
how I feel about situationships as well. It's the same. It's like, because that's proper breadcrumbing though. Like, I feel the same way about situationships I feel about male-female relationships, that a conversation should be had. And I haven't done this in the past, guys. Like, it's not like I'm saying this because I have done it.
No, the thing though
But then
is
I have realized the I don't know, like I've realized what you call it? The effects of not saying
Not
it,
having
of
the
not having the
conversation.
conversation. That's why I keep advocating for having the conversation.
But then sometimes, it's speaking from experience, sometimes you can have the conversation. The thing with breadcrumbing is you can have the conversation, right? And then someone says, well, my situation right now financially is I'm not yet ready, or comes up with, excuses to keep the relationship going, the situationship going. And, and when they say it, they give you a sort of a valid reason, and you keep, like, you understand.
You're like,
and then
okay,
you're like,
makes sense.
okay, then I'll give you more time. And then maybe at this time, this person will be ready. You get to that time, you have the conversation, and it's still somebody stringing you along. And they're breadcrumbing, basically.
The wildness, though, like he then went on to propose to someone else.
Yeah, like, people can be cruel.
No, man, no. Now that's just insane. That's crazy. For me, it's too much.
To me, I think people want the idea of options, right? For example, like there's something that you get from this person and you really enjoy their company, but also you're getting something from this person. And it's selfish because
it's really selfish.
You're keeping this person's life on hold, because all they have is they're looking up to you, not up to you, but they're looking at you and hoping that this thing is going to be something permanent.
That's true.
And
that's
yet
true.
you have another thing going on the side. So it's selfish, but we can't ignore that it really, really does happen, because my story is similar as well.
It's
Very
similar.
I feel the pain. I understand.
I'm really sorry. Like, I think I've been, okay, not to the extent of someone then proposing to someone else, but I think we've all been in similar situations whereby you're really feeling like this is going somewhere, and then you realize, no, it wasn't going anywhere. He was busy building another relationship with someone else, and now they've proposed.
But it's not only, it doesn't only happen with girls like that. The guy proposes.
Oh no.
It also happens the other way.
No, yeah, we do it.
Yeah.
I actually, oh no, yeah,
it's coming out.
No, yeah.
Safe lounge.
We
ahead.
do that. No,
you actually.
No.
You started it.
But it's not like we're the only ones who get heartbroken, right? We have also broken some hearts, I'm sure, and we learn. I think the important thing also is that we learn from it and we don't keep repeating the cycle, because the problem comes into play when you're not learning and you become a heartbreaker. Basically, you become a professional heartbreaker. Because sometimes you will do something without really considering the repercussions of it, and then you only think of it after the fact.
Like you're acting in the moment.
You're acting in the
really
moment,
thinking about what effect this thing has on the other person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you could be having two guy friends, right? Right now, you could be having two guy friends who are really close to you, and both of them could be feeling like we're going somewhere. All of a sudden, you choose one. The other one is going to feel some type of way.
Hence, guys, the need for the conversation.
Yes. Finally, you're on board with the conversation.
No, I've always been on board with it. But the problem is that, like we were saying, that you have the conversation, somebody gives a reason that's not really, And sometimes you can really understand it. Like, for example, if somebody says, I'm not yet in a position to marry you financially, and you really understand
And
where
you can
they are
see it.
financially. Yes.
You can see that they're not there. Yeah.
But then, guys, if you really know that you're not going to be married to this person, or you have no intention of, having this person in your life for the long run, it's kinda to, let them go. As difficult as it is to let a nice thing go, but, it's kind.
Yeah, it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
So the next one is basically this guy and I had linked up on Instagram and we were talking for quite a while. I was in like a depressive state during the time me and this guy were talking. And then we ended up falling in love with each other. And I realized that I was starting to become happy again. Then he ghosted me.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. I laugh when something is too emotional for me. You might find it like it's a weird response, but yeah, I laugh when it's touching.
You avoid emotions. Yeah. That's you avoiding emotions.
I do.
We need to have an episode about how people react to things. Yes. But anyway, it's sad. It's ghosting, guys. Ghosting. Can we talk about ghosting though?
Honestly, I think we could do better as people. Guys, there is no reason to ghost someone. If you're not feeling it, just be upfront about it. Or don't give and take. Like, don't do the breadcrumbing thing that we were talking about earlier on. There are so many ways of showing someone that you're not there where they are.
What are the ways of showing someone that you're not there?
Maybe don't initiate a conversation with them.
Okay.
Don't be saying good morning, good evening when you know that you're not that into them.
All right.
Don't take up their space. Don't take up their time. Don't waste someone's time when you already know that you don't feel the way they feel. All because if you end up then ghosting someone, like no, ghosting is, it's painful.
Like, I think it's the easier way, really, to just let people are difficult. People find it difficult to have those hard conversations. Like they think, I was having a conversation with someone who was saying, there is no need for me to tell you that I don't like you like that. So they find it easier to just let the relationship die naturally. If
it dies naturally, that's what I wanted to say, that there's a difference between dying naturally, a relationship dying naturally, and ghosting someone. Because ghosting someone is like things are at the peak of things.
Yeah, I'm sending you messages and you're not responding.
And then, all of a sudden, I'm like, so how was your day? Nothing. Morning, are you okay?
Zero.
Nothing. You see, that's where the problem is. But then if it dies a natural day, like there are people that you have had conversations with, right? And after some time, you're like, I'm not really feeling this.
Yeah.
And it just dies. That's okay. That's not ghosting. But ghosting, no, guys, no, let's not do that.
Be kind. Be kind.
Have you ever been ghosted?
I have, and I think I've also done it a couple of times.
Oh, no.
I think I've done it. No, but I think for me, because really I'm not really good at constant communication. Like you send me a message, I respond then, and you like sometimes even on WhatsApp, it takes me a while. And then even if I it's worse when I'm busy. It can take me days to respond. So that's what I'm guilty of.
Something building up inside of me.
No, but you don't you do the same thing?
I do that, but when it comes to romantic relationships,
no, romantic relation. Now the problem then is like when you like someone, the amount of attention that you give them is different from the amount of attention that you give to somebody who you're feeling like this is not working, or I don't really know if, when you're not sure,
yes.
the amount of attention that you're going to give them is different. It takes extra effort compared to somebody who you actually like and you find the conversation interesting. You can't wait to tell them about, what you're thinking, and you can't wait to hear what they're thinking back. Then
So that means that in a nutshell, what you're saying is you haven't really ghosted someone, but then you have just let it die a natural death. I have been ghosted before, but I revived them. I brought them back to life. Just
give us pointers on how to revive.
No, but then that's why I was saying, like, I feel like something is building up inside of me, because I was like processing those emotions again, and the process of bringing someone back to life after they've ghosted you, I think it's more painful.
I find the wording of that funny. The process of bringing someone back to life after they've ghosted you.
I find it really
poetic, really.
But it's painful. It's heartbreaking. I felt, you feel desperate. Okay, that's the best way to put it across. Right. Like, you feel desperate because this person doesn't want to talk to you. They have shown you that they don't want to talk to you.
Right.
But then the thing with ghosting is you are really on a high. So for someone to just drop you at that point, you still crave that attention. You still crave that validation that you were getting from that person. So I would then go and keep on initiating the conversation until maybe they're back. But after that, it's not like I'm going to pursue that relationship anymore. But then it's my way of healing. I don't know.
So what, you pursue this person in the time that after they've ghosted you, and then they start talking to you, and then what happens?
Now I am slowly detaching from them, because I already know they don't want me, right? Like they don't want that type of relationship. Then I'm slowly detaching.
Is this a way of getting closure, or
yes, it's closure. I'm big on closure,
Or is it?
It's
but
closure.
Another person
closure.
Another person can take it another way, that you want the friendship to end on your terms, not on their terms.
Yeah, and if it was if it was a friendship, you had no business ghosting me in the first place. So yeah, I wanted to end on my terms, because my terms are friendlier and they're kinder than your terms of ghosting someone. What's that?
I'm shocked. Yo.
Anyway, the next one is basically this guy and I know this is the one that we were talking about. I met all right. I met this pretty girl in Gauteng, South Africa. She was painfully beautiful and she pleased my eyes. When we were about to have sex, I found out she was a man and fled like Joseph. Can you talk about feminism and transgenderism? What's going on in this world? Oh my God, that is wild. But anyway, I had so many questions when I saw this one. How long had you known this person? Was it like a one night stand type of situation, or it was? Hey, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I know. I can imagine. Like, this is like ordering things on Temu. Like, type of situation.
Guys, to put context, Temu, I don't know if we should be saying this, but anyway, Temu is an online shopping site. Okay. You can order a thing that looks one way and it comes looking another way.
Yeah.
Okay. So to put context. But anyway, guy, I mean, that must have been traumatic. And I can't, like, I'm trying to imagine, right? A situation like that. And really, I think it'll take you years, really,
No,
to get
yeah.
over that. But yeah, like you were saying,
Had you known this girl for some time?
I, because you can pick up these things, right? If this person, you can pick it
And
up.
also, let's be open, guys. Like, if you're like that, I think it's only fair to
that
then
you say it.
to say it. Like, just be open about it and tell the other person, such that things like this don't end up happening. Because
It's better for everyone, actually, if you actually say what you want. Like, you be open about who you are, how you identify as.
Yeah.
So that if the person likes you, they'll like you how you are.
yeah, it's only fair, and it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And I'm really sorry, bro. And also, even for the guys, I think from now on, you ask that question
No
up
doubt.
front.
No doubt. No
Yeah,
doubt.
definitely. It's a crazy world we live in. Okay, guys, this was about heartbreaks, but someone just asked, what music do you listen to? Gospel? We look like people who listen to gospel music, right?
But honestly,
We do.
but really,
Like, really.
context.
Thank you for the question.
Stick to the topic.
And we do listen to gospel music, but
Really?
But I would say 90%, 80% of my playlist is gospel music.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah.
Like, it's not like we don't listen to Pressure by Master H. Anyway.
We have a situation here. Like, she's been crazy about this song. Do you want to sing it?
Hey, no, not on camera. People will judge me, but yeah, we do
It's
listen
a safe
to.
lounge.
We listen to gospel music most of the time, but yeah, we do have a few songs that we listen to, secular songs that we listen to.
Okay.
I hope that answers your question and you're happy, and that next time you tell us about your heartbreak.
Yeah.
Another one. Have you ever cried during a movie?
Hey, guys.
And we talked about this. The funny part is the person who asked this question clearly didn't watch the introductory episode, because we did talk about this.
We'll give you grace. We'll give you grace. Okay. I don't even know why we are answering, but we are going to answer anyway. But please, next time, stick to the topic that has been asked. And I cry. I'm a weeper. I cry during, when watching movies.
Yeah, I do. I do as well. I cry when I'm watching movies. I cry when I'm sad. I cry when I'm happy. I cry. I cry when I'm praying.
Yeah. Okay.
And guys, if someone had a crush on you, should they tell you? If you have a crush on me, don't tell me.
I would like to know.
Yeah. Because of my relationship status. If you have a crush on me, don't tell me, because then I don't know what to do with that information.
Like, what are you supposed to do?
Exactly.
with it?
So, yeah, no.
But
don't
please tell me.
Yeah, if you have a crush on Caroline, please tell her. You can even DM.
Don't advertise me like that. What is this? Your friends will throw you under the bus.
This one, my heartbreak story. I met this guy through work in 2019. We worked for the same organization, but from different cities. We dated for 3 years, long distance. In 2022, February, he started becoming distant after 3 years of dating. April 2022, I just woke up one day to see his lobola pics he had posted on his status. I almost died. I would too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. That's just bad. Like, there is no excuse. You can't waste 3 years of someone's life and then just decide to marry someone else and not even have a conversation with that person.
Guys, I know it's difficult to have a conversation with a person to end the relationship. But this is worse. For a person to find out on a status that somebody has been married, the person that you think you're in a relationship with.
After ghosted them 2 months earlier, not even ghosted, this one just got distant. So that means there was still some form of communication.
Yeah.
And then 2 months down the line, no, that's just mean. Even if you had found out something about about her, right?
Have
a conversation. Closure. Some of us are big on closure and we want to know.
Yeah, because I mean, after you've spent 3 years in a relationship, you're not thinking that this is something that's just going to go away just like that. Because you've invested time, you've invested emotions, you've invested resources into this thing. And be kind, guys. I don't know how many times we can say this. Be kind. It's as difficult as it is to have the conversation, it's even more difficult on the person to then find out that you are married. And, because what happens, like we were saying on the Heartbreak episode, is you start questioning yourself. You start questioning everything that you experience in the relationship. Was it real? Is it me? Do I have a problem?
Yeah.
And then even then relating to other people, it will be a problem as well in other relationships. So please, be kind.
Yeah, be kind. We can't stress that. Another unrelated question. Are you missing anyone?
Next. Thank you.
Well, we live far from home, so we're always missing someone.
No, but honestly.
Yeah.
I have no words.
I'm sorry.
What are you sorry for?
Because this person probably wants you to be missing them. Or wants, I don't know, or this person probably thinks you're missing them.
No, but this thing is anonymous.
Yeah.
Like the whole wide world.
How am I supposed to know it's
who
you?
is watching this and who's responding?
Yeah.
Please DM or send me a message if you have my number.
That's just, yeah.
We love you. This is a safe lounge.
Yeah, we're not judging.
I know. I did. On this one. This is a safe space. I judged.
You judged.
Forgive me.
This one is in Shona, so you will need to translate. The first part is in Shona.
Okay.
Ndakagadzirirwa sofa pamsoro pe sofa rangu. I love that guy so much, but the disrespect was just too much.
Okay. So there is a system in a certain church that's called the sofa system, where a person goes to the elders of the church and says, I like this girl or I like this guy. And then they call that other party that this person is interested in. And then these people have a conversation in that setting where the elders will call this person to their house or they'll call them out, and then they leave these two to have a conversation. Basically, it's to make sure that the relationship is, you have accountability in your relationship. Basically, did I explain it well?
You explained
so now
right.
What this person is saying is somebody had
It's contradicting what you just said.
Somebody had
There's
gone.
accountability in this relationship.
Yeah,
well,
somebody had gone to, you know,
They had this sofa,
the sofa conference.
and then that same guy had another sofa conference done for him.
Or maybe the elders or whoever introduced this guy to another person. That can be another case as well. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Sometimes we don't know why people do the things that they do. That's all I can say.
But then also, on another hand, as I know it's heartbreaking, especially if you guys get along like that. But then the way I look at it is, if this person really, really was meant to be yours, for me, I think they would fight to be with you.
Yeah, they should. They would. And
sometimes it's a blessing in disguise if they don't fight for you. Maybe they weren't really the right person.
And also, I actually know someone who had a similar situation. Yeah, we know someone who had a similar situation.
Okay.
And I think also context of how it happened, because this whole sofa conference thing, if it's happening in different locations, it's bound to happen.
Okay.
Like it might happen that if a guy is, let's say the guy is in the UK and the girl is here in Dubai, it's possible for that guy to have another sofa conference done in the UK with a different person.
But that's what I'm saying, that at times really thank God that this person, it didn't work out sometimes, because then this shows a flaw in this guy's character.
That's true.
Because he's not being honest with everyone involved in this.
And there's no way, like sometimes we end up hating or disliking the elders that did the whole process, but it's not really
sometimes
their fault, because sometimes they don't know. In this incident of this person that it happened to, that I know, I don't think the elders knew, because if they knew, then they would have done something.
But I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, and you dodged the bullet. We've been talking about this, right? The fact that someone is saved does not exempt them from, does not mean that they're a saint.
We're all working towards, we're all
exactly
what?
So
we're all work in progress. I saw a lady. She said, we're all work in progress, but please don't make me a part of your construction site.
Exactly. And you literally, you dodged the bullet, because you're going to be the construction site. Imagine someone who has the audacity of having another sofa arranged for him while he knows that he has another one going on. No, that's messy. That's not someone that you would want to keep. And I think for the heartbreak, the rest, I don't think we should even read them. Who's your crush? That was like, why would you even if you had one, would you address it?
Would I say who my crush was? Hey guys, I mean,
it's the safe lounge and all, but that's a bit much. Do we have any other questions? Do you still have any other questions before we move on to best friends?
I would just say, if you've been through a heartbreak and sometimes it keeps happening, the pattern keeps repeating itself, or even just the fact of the heartbreak itself, whilst it's easy to put the blame on somebody else, also take time to reflect on you and yourself and the part that you played in this whole thing.
Yes.
Because sometimes really, whilst that person, we're not exempting that they are not at fault, but sometimes we also have issues that we need to work on. Like if you then do a retrospect, on yourself, you might find that you act a certain way, or they were breadcrumbing you, but you kept accepting that kind of love because you have you have daddy issues, or you have unresolved issues that you haven't healed from. So it helps to retrospect and take time to heal. Think about you and the issues that showed up in this relationship. Maybe the problem really is that you
Something that's
accepted
also
things that are unacceptable because you were hoping that this kind of relationship will heal the previous relationships that you had.
Sorry, please forgive me. I'm really sorry. Me and my BF met my BF through mutual friend. All was going well, and we lived in in different towns, an hour and a half away, but we met regularly. 3 months into dating, dude left for South Africa, came back after 2 weeks, met him in town on his way from the airport, then had a sleepover at his house. Dude was restless throughout the night, only to wake up and tell me that he loves his baby mama and was asking me for advice. How do we resolve their conflict? Spent the whole morning giving him advice. Then I left shattered and broken. Though I did not show it, got home, then he called me. I thought he was checking if I had arrived well, but no, he was asking me not to tell anyone. Sorry. Wow. He was asking me not to tell anyone about his baby mama drama. Never contacted him again, but I hear he has been looking for me though, mutual friend, which I told never to give him my number, as I lost my phone, got a new phone, a new number. Not because of him, of course.
How long was their relationship?
It's 3 months into dating.
Hey.
Yeah. I'm sorry. First of all, I need to say I'm sorry, because I think I would have done exactly what you did if I was in that situation.
Good on you. Good on you, though.
Like,
good on you.
Because if someone is asking, like, it gives you confusion. In the moment, you're thinking, but I'm your girlfriend. Why are you asking me?
Oh, I was saying good on you because I thought you were saying I would have done the same thing of, not responding to this person.
No, I was saying I would have given advice, because I'll be stuck. Like, in the moment, what would you do? Would you? Yeah, I think you wouldn't. Would you have that conversation? Him asking you how can he resolve things with his baby mama?
You see, the thing though that I think how I would react in the situation is, hey, if we are actually dating and you're asking me about how you can, because
she went to get him from the airport and they went for a sleepover at his place.
It's one thing if you're asking me about, baby issues, like if it's a problem with your child and you're asking how, but not to reconcile with this person.
I would have been, I probably would have, but then that would be my way out as well. Like, there's no better sign, right? And what you did afterwards, not giving him your number and everything, that's good.
Good on you.
And I hope he never finds you. Even with social media, use a different name.
But good on you that you didn't entertain. Because sometimes, we justify and excuse people's behaviors.
Because we love them.
But
it's not worth it.
So kudos to you for moving on.
And now on the friendships.
Okay.
The feedback. The first one was a voice note, right?
Yes, it was a voice note from this guy called Rajab. Okay, you can read it.
And he was saying that you can't walk with a sugar cane as a walking stick in the desert.
Let me give context to this thing. It was feedback on an episode that we did on Can Guys and Girls Be Friends?
Yes.
And so the question was, can you go on a vacation with
a friend of the opposite sex.
Yes, with a friend of the opposite sex. And so this was the response.
You can't walk with a sugar can as a walking stick in the desert.
Guys, that made me laugh so much.
No, that was wild.
That was crazy. Like,
but it does. It makes sense.
It makes
and it's self-explanatory. Like, there's nothing else that we can say on that. Like, okay. Anyway, and then another one said, same, right? This was response to the same question. It's like finding a hyena and sheep walking together, and then all of a sudden the hyena has blood on his mouth and shouts, "Handina kumbojika kwai," like I didn't eat the sheep, right?
Guys, this is crazy. So basically, in these people who were responding, by the way, are guys. And then, so basically they were saying,
it doesn't work
they
like
have
that.
intentions. Guys have intentions.
They have intentions. And Anne had also responded on Instagram saying that if it's not a group vacation, like if it's not a group of friends and it's just boy and girl, one of you is waiting it out. That's another guy who's also agreeing with these guys that there is always some motive.
Okay, but what we then found interesting were the poll results. Do you want to read the poll results?
So the poll results were for girls.
So the question for girls was, would you go on a vacation with your guy friend?
Yes. So ladies, 70% of the ladies said yes, we would go. 20% said no, and 10% said maybe.
Okay. And drum roll.
For
like the guys.
It's like the complete opposite, like, right?
Completely switched.
75% of guys, 0% said yes. Let's start there. 0% said yes.
And 70% of the girls said yes.
Yes. And then 75% said no. 25% said maybe.
Guys. Okay, so then the conclusion basically is girls feel safe.
Let's not be naive to think that you're just friends. As girls, there's...
I don't know.
Clearly, there is no such thing. Like, we had 0%. We had no guy. If there are any guys who think it's
okay with it, even guys who did not respond on the poll, all the guys were saying no.
Like the guys with the messages that we were reading, they did not respond to the poll.
And so basically at the end of the day, girls, I know we feel safe with this person. This person is your bestie. This person is your friend. But we will take it from what the guys are saying, that, you know, as whilst you feel safe, these people most of the time might have intentions. It might not be safe.
It's not that safe.
Okay. This was fun.
Yeah. No, there's another message. Opposite sex friendships is like getting in water and expect yourself to come out dry. One way or the other, you will develop something along the way. Verb or strings end up knitting a jersey. This is a guy again. So clearly guys know.
Guys feel some... okay.
No, they know.
They know.
They know what we don't know.
Yeah, okay.
So I think it's time as
we accept.
Girls, we just accept and...
We accept, okay, it's not a blanket statement.
It's
not, because sometimes it's the girl who develops feelings first. It's not a blanket statement, but just to make you aware that you could be in a friendship and it's possible that this person could have developed some form of attraction or has intentions to take the relationship elsewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thank you guys for the feedback.
It's been interesting. Please keep the comments coming. If you have any questions, you can DM us. If there's anything that you want us to talk about, we are happy. And even if you want to be a guest on the podcast,
do let us know.
Let us know.
Talk about it.
And yeah.
Please comment like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. It was good to have
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.